Number 12, I've learned that my womb activities would always be a concern for other people. This includes family and also strangers. I am always going to be asked, when am I going to have a first child? It's a question that also goes to women that have one child. They'll be asked, when are they giving that one child a sibling? So it may never stop. So I've learned to guard my heart around that. Greetings everyone. Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Masana, and thank you so much for clicking on the video. As you have seen on the title of today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys the 30 lessons that I've learned as I celebrate my 30th birthday. So one Wednesday morning around 04:52, according to my mom's explanation, I was born 10 minutes after my mom gave birth to my twin brother. So on the 28th of December, I will be turning 30. So I've learned a lot, obviously, from my own mistakes, other people's mistakes as well. But these are the 30 points that I've highlighted and I would love to share with you guys. I'll be looking down constantly throughout the video as I remind myself of the points that I've highlighted. So let's just get right into it. And then number one, I have my relationship with God must remain a number one priority. I grew up in the church. All my mistakes, I was in the church. All the achievements, I was in the church. But as I grow older, it just gets more clear that God remains relevant in every area of my life. And number two, I've learned to be more grateful for the gift of family. I don't have a perfect family. We go through stuff like any other families, but I've learned to be more intentionally grateful for them, to consider it a blessing that I have a place that I call home and I have people that I call my people. Going to number three, I've learned that it takes intentionality to maintain relationships, and this is inclusive of any kind of a relationship. So for those relationships to last longer, for the relationships to thrive, they need to be sustained with time and some effort. And then number four, I've learned to define relationships because this helps to manage expectations from both sides. Okay, going to number five, I wrote, do not be possessive. I don't struggle with this one in particular, but I'm just more understanding in knowing that I can't be everything to everyone. I can't be everything to everyone in all the seasons of their lives. It's not possible. So it's okay for my friends to make other friends. It's okay for people in my life to plug into other spaces that are going to pour into their lives depending on the needs that they have. And then number six, I've learned to embrace change. This has not been the easiest for me, but I've learned to let go of the seasons in my life that have come to an end. Number seven, I've learned that good communication is key. I'm investing in learning how to articulate myself better, respectfully mean the things that I say, and also trace the progress from the people that I constantly communicate with, more especially in the workspace. And then number eight, I'm learning to have difficult conversations. I'm still a work in progress for this one, but I can see the benefits that comes with having difficult conversations. There's just a certain layer of growth that comes with that. And this also is inclusive of any kind of a relationship. And then number nine, I've learned that vulnerability is not weakness. It takes a certain level of strength to be vulnerable. It's okay to be sincerely honest about how you feel and where you are. If asking for help is what you need, it's okay to do that. You just need to discern the right kind of spaces and people to be vulnerable with. Going to number 10, I've learned that it's important to start the journey of self-awareness early. Just to know yourself, know what you like, know what you love and why you love those things. And also be aware that it won't be constant throughout. The person that you will be at 21 does not have to be the exact same person at 25. You just need to embrace the journey. And then number 11, I've learned that I don't have to believe everything that I see or hear. I can't always get it right every time because how I perceive information also depends on where I am as an individual in that moment. So it's okay to give things time just to validate it. It's not as it seems or how you hear it every time. Number 12, I've learned that my womb activities would always be a concern for other people. This includes family and also strangers. I am always going to be asked, when am I going to have a first child? It's a question that also goes to women that have one child. They'll be asked, when are they giving that one child a sibling? So it may never stop. So I've learned to guard my heart around that. And number 13, I've learned to practice contentment and to limit comparisons. My life journey will be different, and so is everyone else. And as much as I don't have all the desires of my heart right now, I'm living in some of my answered prayers. I've learned to be more content. And then number 14, I've learned to have boundaries and respect them first, because I realized that it's easier for people to honor the things that you also honor in yourself. And then number 15, I have learned that there's never a perfect time to start something. You just need to prepare enough to be able to start. But there may never be a chance where all the factors are going to be as perfect as I want them to be. I just have to prepare enough to start. And number 16, I've learned that intentional financial literacy is a must. I have to learn about managing finances. I don't have to wait until I earn a certain amount of money. And if I cannot manage what I have now, I may not be able to manage what I desire to have in future. Number 17, I've learned to celebrate my achievements. If I reach certain goals, I've learned to celebrate myself. Number 18, I've learned to buy myself time with money. There are certain things I won't be able to do 10 to 15 years from now that I can only be able to do in this season. So if I can lose money to buy myself time to do those things, I've learned to allow that happen, because more money then can't buy me the time that I have now to do those things. I hope that makes sense. And number 19, I've learned that accountability and mentorship is worth investing on. Nothing is new under the sun. Someone has traveled this life journey that I'm traveling at the moment. Someone has a better understanding of everything that I'm going through. And this is applicable to different areas of life, be it finances or also relationships. So I've learned to identify those people and make use of them. And then number 20, I've learned that education is not wasting time. There are a lot of benefits with the level of exposure that one gets during the process of attaining or acquiring a skill. It may not be from a normal academic environment that we're used to, because we are born with different capabilities. But a qualification is not just a piece of paper. And then number 21, I've learned that confidence comes from doing. I can only get better at something by actually doing it than just thinking about it or planning to do it. Of course, preparation is necessary, but you can only improve to your better self when you're actually doing the thing. And then number 22, I've learned not to be fearful of rejection and not being accepted. It's normal for me as a human being to desire being accepted. But the truth is, I won't be accepted in every space, and that's okay. And number 23, I've learned not to be afraid of taking risks, because certain life opportunities will require me to risk. I just have to calculate those risks and just pray about them. And then number 24, I've learned not to allow failure to define me. I cannot define myself by the things that I did not do right. I can only learn from those experiences and do better next time. And then number 25, I've learned that growth does not come from comfort zones. Some of the great things that I discovered about myself came from the most uncomfortable seasons of my life. And then number 26, I've learned to take the initiative for things that I want to see or the change that I want to experience. I've learned to take the first step towards achieving that. And then number 27, I've learned to enjoy the moment and appreciate life. Certain life experiences won't last forever. It's by God's grace that I'm still alive. So I've learned to live in the moment, so I don't have a lot of regrets in future, wishing I did this or that with so and so. And then going to number 28, I've learned to be more patient. I grew up knowing that you need to be patient in life, but having to practically live it has been a different experience. I've grown to understand that things are not always going to happen when I want them to happen. I can do all the proper planning, I can pray about it, but I'm still not in control of my life. And number 29, I've learned to extend grace to God's people and also to accept criticism. We go through different seasons in life that are difficult, all of us. So I've learned to extend grace to people, to be more understanding and to be more patient with them, and also learned to guard my heart against negative criticism. In the same way, opening myself up to being positively critiqued so I can become a better person. And then number 30, which is the last point, I've learned to be more kind and to extend grace to myself. I've learned to celebrate me, to love myself, to be kind to myself, and also to forgive myself, to remind myself that if God knew about my existence before I was formed in my mom's womb, there's definitely a reason why I'm here. So I've learned to just love myself in general. So we have come to the end of today's video, and if you're still here until this point, thank you so much for watching until the end. Life is full of lessons, and certain things that someone grabs at 25, someone got them at 22. So if you have any life lessons that you think are worth of sharing to help someone, to help them avoid the mistakes that we have made, please consider sharing that in the comment section as we learn from each other to become better individuals. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.